It's a legend. It's running through. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Wow. Kruse Control Show. Hey, hey. Kruse Control Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday, July 15th, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host as always, Brian Kruse. Happy Monday, everybody. We are halfway through this month. Hope you've been kicking ass, accomplishing your goals, getting ready, having a great time because it's the summertime. You gotta enjoy that summertime before it's gone. You can't enjoy the sun anymore because it goes by too quick. But I'm happy you're here on Kruse Control on Monday. Hope you conquer some ass today. And now you're here to have a good time, chill out, and let's talk about the news. Be fun time. So welcome back to Kruse Control. And join me always on a Monday, the queen of Mondays, everybody. Check her out. Miss Rachel, how you doing? Welcome back to Kruse Control.
Happy to be back. Happy to be the queen of Mondays. I had some work stuff that got me tangled up last week, so unfortunately I couldn't be here, but I think Lexi held down the fort for me.
Yeah, we were good. We had some new people popping in and out too. It was great, but you know what? We missed you. We definitely missed you.
Rachel.
Glad to be back, Peppy. I can't wait till summer's over, personally. It's like we got record-breaking heat across the country. It's just no good. Too hot.
It's way too hot. I finally got AC in here, so I'm like loving that. Peppy doesn't really care because Peppy's like in his Christmas onesie, so he's like all snuggled up or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Move on.
He's always a cool cat.
All right. Yeah, he really is. Peppy, come on, man. Chill out. Peppy's doing great, though, right, Peps?
Holla.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Doc Savage? Good to see you. But thank you for being here, Rachel. It's going to be a fun night. Happy Monday. It's going to be great. Going to be fantastic. I'm excited about it. But also joining us back on Kruse Control, everybody. Again, love her art, love her directing, love her creativeness. That's not a word. Creativity. I can't fucking talk today. Happy Monday to Miss Lexi Koval. Welcome back to Kruse Control. How you doing, Lexi?
Hi. I'm back. On Monday,
Bring the creativity.
I let you down last Monday. I also did not show up, and I apologize. So I failed him, Rachel.
You're all good. We had the Nilk Master here.
Sometime.
Good.
Yeah, you're good. Things, it was actually a very interesting show. We got friend of the show, Dave Bautista, popped in, so that was nice. He had a little cameo.
Hell yeah, Lexi's here.
Oh, thanks, Peppy. Yeah, Peppy was of course here, and and you missed Carter James. The Nilk Master was here for the very first time.
There you go.
Watch the Valley. Chode himself was here live and in spiked color laser glasses.
I've seen the Valley before. I've watched your show.
Yeah. We love Carter. Carter's great. Carter he killed it. He did a great job. It was really good to see him. So happy to have him on Kruse Control, but good to have you all back here too on a Wednesday. It's a Monday. What the, my brain on a Monday. Oh my God. I think I'm rough. We should start over, guys. Manic Monday. Yes. Good to see you, Ty.
We all wish it was a Wednesday.
I know. It's not hump day yet. I know Peppy loves the hump, but also joining us back on Kruse Control for a Monday edition. He might be drinking some screwdrivers or his new drink, which I can't think of the name of it right now. It's some of the orange juice and vodka, but the Thirsty Daddy's back, everybody. Welcome back, Mr. G.R. Waters.
Hey, Brian. Good to be here, bud.
What's that drink called again?
A vodka Collins. It's like a Tom Collins, but with vodka instead.
Well, who is Tom Collins, though?
That's a drink. God,
Okay.
you youngsters, we're going to have to teach you all about alcohol.
I know. I'm like, Tom Collins. I know Arnie Palmer.
Tom Collins a cowboy?
Was he?
I thought so. I thought it was like a
GR.
cowboy
He was
actor.
an actor, I think. With
This is a question. If he's a cowboy, the Thirsty Daddy should know this for sure, GR. You should know this. Come on. You got the cowboy hat. You've rocked those boots before. I know you have like a Western outfit somewhere in that closet.
I don't own a pair of shoes, Brian. Just 5 pair of boots.
Oh, 5 pairs of boots. Well, that's good though, GR. But you should know this.
We was there when the West was founded.
Yes, he was. Round of applause for GR. Thank you all for being here on Kruse Control tonight. Happy Monday. It's going to be a fun show. Apologies for, just things are just going crazy. I don't know. I'm happy to have you back. We had a great show on Friday. A lot of new people popping in last week. I get to have more people coming in very soon too. We have new people showing up the rest of the week, so get ready for it. And I can't wait to bring new faces to Kruse Control too. We're just having a good time. But as always, it doesn't matter if there's just regular people, new people. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, any day of the week. There always comes down to one thing, everybody, and that is a lot of breaking news. Come on. And you know what? I forgot about something to start the show, so I'm going to do it right now. Because I think that's smart to do right now. So before we get into the breaking news, I just want to talk about a lot of people we lost recently, which is really sad to see. But Dr. Ruth actually just passed away. And over the weekend, we lost a lot of people. And Dr. Ruth is, of course, such a freaking huge hit for everybody out there. I mean, her radio shows for years. She gave to people. Her sex talk was a lot. When you see her do this, I used to listen to like, oh my God, this lady. But she would talk about anything and everything, and she was the best sex therapist, I guess, out there for generations. 96 years old. She passed away, unfortunately, at home. We don't really know how or what, but of course, probably, I would think, old age. But she was great. She was fantastic. What a living legend. And it's sad to see her go. Also, Shanne Doherty actually passed away too. And this is, again, look, it's just crazy what's happening. 90210 lost another one. And honestly, she was, again, gave a lot to the business. It's just sad when we lose people at 50 in their 50s. It's insane. But she battled cancer since for years. For years, battled cancer. She thought she was doing better. At 53 years old, they finally got the best of her breast cancer. She got diagnosed back in 2015. It's just sad. I know a lot of people from the cast of 90210 came forward to talk and give their blessings to the family and friends and give their respect to her and her legacy and her life. So it's sad to see this happen. But stage 4 cancer, it's just really sad. I'm sorry to hear that too. Just like Richard Simmons as well. And Richard Simmons has been talking about a lot recently because of Pauly Shore. The Weasel was doing the whole short film, trying to do a feature film about his life and career. And we were talking about this not too long ago. About 76 years old now. Again, Richard Simmons has also passed away. Again, it's so sad, but a representative from the Hollywood Reporter said he died Saturday night in Los Angeles, and the cause of his death, again, was not known right now. But a 911 call came in to his house on Belfast Drive, and they arrived at 9:57 a.m. on Saturday, and an investigation is still being conducted. So before I get into the breaking news, I want to say just RIP to you all. You gave a lot. And I gotta do it again, because it doesn't matter what day it is, everybody. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, any day of the week. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. There always comes down to one thing on Kruse Control, and that is, everybody, a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, one more time. Very first thing I'm talking about now is Twisters. Because Twisters has a nice little cameo in this right now, which is kind of surprising me, but pretty awesome. Bill Paxton's son, James Paxton, has actually been cast and is in the new Twisters movie coming out. Now, he's a cameo role, nothing too big, but he did audition for it, which kind of surprised me because you would think that you'd want to have, because of course we lost the late, great Bill Paxton, have some kind of catch to his legacy into this movie. And again, it's getting great reviews, but his son didn't make an appearance. He auditions, he was happy, so he was honored to be there for his father. And I think it's a great little nod to him and his legacy and his career. Twister was a big movie for him and his career. But speaking of this big 90s movie, also, Martin's coming back, everybody. That's right. Doing a little bit of a Fresh Prince spin on Martin called Young Martin. A new hour-long drama series by Martin Lawrence and Lawrence's production company moving forward. And this will pick up in the drama world. We had the comedy before. We're not doing the half-hour comedy. We're going to go a little deeper. We're going to get in there, and we're going to find out about Martin Payne as a charismatic teenager navigating his complexities and transitioning from youth to childhood. And in this, too, they pay homage to the whole show on from 92 to 97, set in modern-day Detroit. Young Martin follows Martin Payne, a spirited teenager whose journey is characterized as ambition, humor, and genuine compassion for those around him. And this show will explore themes of family, friendship, and life, while young Payne balances his tightrope between adolescence and childhood. So they keep making these things, like what's coming next? I mean, I get it. I mean, Will Smith's show, again, he produced that again, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's done really great as a drama. I'm guessing Martin's probably thinking the same thing. They're best friends, so he's probably, hey man, you should remake your show too. I'm skeptical though. Again, I don't these remake redos as drama, but we'll see what happens. Brian has robot voice today. What? Does Brian have robot voice today? Is everybody here, Brian?
You're
Robot
coming
voice?
through fine to me. I'm not sure about the stream.
Let me know about my robot voice still. Let me know because I'll switch my audio fast. That's weird. Everybody says
it's a little delayed, right?
Is it? But I mean, but is it? Hold on, let me switch my microphone on.
You're a little delayed.
Let me know if that's better, everybody. I switched it off, switch it back. Am I a little echoey right now, Queen? What do you think? Let me know if that helped the situation. Thank you for letting me know because, again, it's weird. That's really weird because everybody said it sounded good before, so it's weird that it's coming off odd. I can listen to it on my end here to make sure. I think it's fixed now. So, yeah, but Martin is moving forward as a prequel series. Young Martin, hopefully it is good. But again, speaking of a young cast coming back, Euphoria, not so young, but they are coming back finally. Beginning in January 2025, they will start shooting Euphoria again. And they've been waiting back and forth to see if they can get this worked out. And yes, the cast is finally on board. Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya, they're all coming back. Jacob Elordi, thanks, Doc Savage. They're all coming back. And again, they've been trying to make this happen over at Max, but a lot of commitments and things after the strikes, but now it is moving forward. So if you're a fan of Euphoria, get ready. It is happening. Finally, Euphoria is coming forward. Big hit on TV. Another big person that's taking hits all the time is Ryan Murphy, and his American Sports Story has a release date now. That's right, we have a release date for it finally. Now, of course, it's about Aaron Hernandez, and this is going to drop 2 episodes in September 17th on FX, and it's going to serve as a new addition to his whole franchise. Of course, the American Crime Story, American Horror Story, now he has American Sports Story, and this is going to chart the rise and fall of NFL superstar Aaron Hernandez and explores the connections of his strands of his identity, his family, his career, and his suicide, and his legacy in sports and American culture. Ryan Murphy's always doing this kind of stuff. I hope it's good for people that love sports stories, and hopefully it works. Again, I think he's going too far with all these, but again, people will watch this Ryan Murphy. They give him a blank check to make everything. He's also doing a procedural, again, another new show with Halle Berry and Glenn Close. And also Kim Kardashian, because Kim Kardashian and Ryan Murphy are producing it because they're in bed together ever since she got in a Horror Story, and they're friends, and they're producing all that stuff together. So now Hulu has this new show coming forward called All's Fair. All's Fair moving forward there. And again, Murphy's executive producer, Kardashian is. It's a high-end, glossy, sexy adult procedural, they're calling it. And it'll have Halle Berry, and we'll have Kardashian as the leads of this in a legal firm, an all-female legal firm. And also Glenn Close again is in this, but we have no idea what her part will be. Again, it's very early on. We'll have to see how well this does because, legal.
You're better than this. Come on.
You think it's going to be good, Rachel?
No.
Come on, Rachel.
Not.
This sounds like
Kardashian
your
can't act
shit.
her way out of a paper bag. She can't even act well enough to be in porn. Like, come on.
Oh shit. Oh.
I really wanted to give her a chance too, because Ryan Murphy has pulled a lot of people into American Horror Story. Act way better than you think they're going to. I gave her a chance. She was shit in American Horror Story. She's going to be terrible as a lead. Glenn Close can do so much better.
Oh, she's so great. So great. And Halle Berry doing this too, Lexi? Is that surprising?
Halle Berry's career has been in the toilet for a long time, so anything she can do to get her out of the toilet, I think is fine. I don't understand what happened to that woman. She literally won an Academy Award and then, made nothing but shit movies. I'm going to do Swordfish and show my tits and, be paid, a lot of money. I'm like, what are you doing? You're an Academy Award-winning actress.
Outstanding, baby.
Go make a better fucking film.
Like that.
And then, on top of that, it's what was that? She's been in nothing but those, kind of comedy films. I'm like, I don't know what the hell is Catwoman. Jesus Christ, girl. Yeah, she needs anything she can to
a lot
get
of
a
shitty
boost for her
suspense
career.
films, too.
Oh, terrible. But, more importantly, she's absolutely correct about Kardashian. And everything that Kardashian touches is shit. Everything it is, it falls apart. Every business opportunity she gets involved with falls apart. That's the thing about Kardashian that nobody talks about. Every business, everything that she gets involved with, all of it fails. All of it falls apart. All the Jenners, all of it, they're all failed business people. They're the biggest businesswomen in the world. I'm like, they're the biggest failed businesswomen in the world. I'm like, I've never seen people who have so many failed businesses in their entire lives.
But at least they have their Hulu shows working well.
Kanye had way more successes than, Kim in a lot of ways. He's not in a good place now, but when he was killing it, he was killing it,
Yeah. But speaking of killing it, we got to talk about Diddy for a second because Diddy has more allegations against him. He threatened to kill former Vibe magazine editor. This allegations, Danielle Smith. Now
That's not even old news. That's not old news. I remember when this happened.
Yeah.
Continue.
But now, I know, but what's happening now with this though too is now Danielle is moving forward and trying to sue him over the whole thing. Now this happened in '97. He refused. The idea was these pictures. So it took a bunch of pictures. He demanded approval of the photos before Vibe published them. She objected. Diddy got mad and told her that he would find her dead in the trunk of a car before her company got mysteriously raided. On top of that, so he said he'd find her dead in the trunk of a car if she would release these photos. And the threats seemingly didn't stop as, again, like I said, all this moved forward with raiding the place. And she was, she wrote a little thing about it too, about the whole situation. And he laughed at it. He had his lawyers reach out to her too to be like, this isn't true. But now she is moving forward, trying to go after him again after all this. It's just been a long time in the past. A lot of people are moving forward. But yeah, it's old news, but it's also coming forward more and more and more that people are coming against him. Do not threaten to kill people, Diddy. And also, Danny Elfman, be careful what you do with people around you. Like, honestly, the composer talked about this before that he was like kind of training. She's actually now filed a suit of defamation against Danny Elfman. We talked about this like 6 months ago or something like that, where he put a little op-ed out on Rolling Stones about the whole situation where, he was training her, they laid in bed together. I guess he masturbated next to her and she didn't like it. Of course, it's fucking weird. But she kept going to his house and sleeping in his bed and he was getting naked with her. And I guess he's saying it was fine. And he did all this article about it. Now she is suing for defamation over the whole situation moving forward because of this Rolling Stone article. And he's calling her a scorned woman revenge to steal money and make Elfman pay for rejecting her. And she's saying it's sexual harassment and misconduct. I just don't think you masturbate next to somebody laying next to you if it's somebody that you're training in tutelage. Unless you're like, unless
why
that's
is she in his bed, Brian?
But why is she in his bed too? That's a good question, GR.
After he's masturbating? Get a grip, woman.
And she was sleeping there all the time, staying at his house, and
he was getting the grip, GR. He was getting the grip.
That was the
you're
most
young
stupid
and you're
lawsuit I've ever
scared,
heard.
and your other option is homelessness.
Yeah, she was worried about being homeless.
Then you're getting the grip.
Oh, I wish I had a bump boom. I don't have a bump boom. I'll give it a doorbell. Oh boy, somebody's here. That's Danny Elfman's penis.
This got very bad.
Got very bad. But honestly, he is presumed innocent until he goes to court. And presumed innocent is moving forward on Apple TV Plus because it is the #1 most viewed drama of all time on Apple TV Plus with Jake Gyllenhaal himself leading the way. And I talked about this briefly, but I want to move forward. There's a little bit more information moving forward. Now, Jake Gyllenhaal is not 100% confirmed to come back. There'll probably be a whole new case next season because we don't know how this season ends. There's 2 episodes left. Will he be innocent? Will he be found guilty? Will he be locked away? Or will he get out and be the next prosecutor to come take over again and get his case moving forward to more of his job and his career and his life back? We'll have to find out. But June 12th is starting. 2 episodes left. I actually like this show a lot. It is weird sometimes. I don't feel like it's the best, but I think it's gripping. And I get mad a lot. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? But Gyllenhaal has a good performance. I think overall that people are hooked on it. So I can't wait to see where this goes. And we're getting a second season, but I doubt it'll be involved with this case at all. As already saying, it'll probably be a whole new case. And Gyllenhaal probably won't even be in it. We'll probably get Jake Gyllenhaal ripoff for season 2. I don't know who that would be. Well, who's a Jake Gyllenhaal ripoff? Who would be a Gyllenhaal 2? Maybe we'll just get Maggie Gyllenhaal for the next season. Why not? Put her in there as opposed to make it a female cat. No, man, Jared. No, we don't need any more. I mean, she's great. She's directing more too. But Jared, though, too, he's sticking with Tron for right now. I hope that's going to be good. I really hope so, Lexi. I really hope so. I know it's a cameo. Fucking cameo with Jeff Bridges. I know that's what's going to be, but I really hope it's going to be great. God, I'm hoping it's going to be great. Because, honestly, at the end of the day, Apple is doing some great things, though. Jared Leto, Disney is doing some great things with Tron. I know they are. I'm really excited about it. But Disney is also not doing great things when it comes to their people, Lexi, because there's a strike maybe at Disneyland. Maybe a strike. So many freaking strikes these days. About time. All their costume people.
Get the strikes going.
Get them going. The custodians, the workers at California and in Florida, the custodians, the ride operators, the candy makers, the merchandise clerks, they're all right now. They announced that a strike authorization vote has been scheduled for their cast members as a result of their strike that is pending right now because their contract ended in June and they have not been able to come to a deal. Now, they're saying right now they need unfair labor practices, including unlawful discipline, intimidation, and surveillance of union members exercising their right to wear union buttons at work. And their actions are an attempt to stop them from exercising their rights to get a new contract. And Disney is hammering down them, apparently, and that's what they're saying. They're pushing forward with the strike. Now, they're meeting both sides are supposed to meet after the strike authorization goes through from about 14,000 cast members at Disneyland California Adventure, Disneyland Downtown Disney, Disneyland Hotels, and these negotiations have been going on since April 24th. So a long time going. Will Disney make a fucking deal? Disney, make a deal. Take care of your peeps. Making a lot of money, Disney. We'll talk about you more today because I know more shit's going down with you. But, Disney has a lot of attractions. Take care of your people. It's some bad news, but some crazy news for me too. Is this alien popcorn bucket, everybody? Oh, we got more popcorn buckets. It is the popcorn bucket century movement here of 2024. Here's your alien popcorn bucket for Alien Romulus coming out in August. Yeah, look at that shit.
I don't want to go to the theater and see it, but I want that bucket.
You got to go August 16th to get the bucket, Lexi. August 16th from 20th Century Fox and, of course, Disney themselves, too, controlling the world and giving you that alien popcorn bucket.
That's a cool bucket, man.
It's pretty cool. That's the Dune one.
That's way cooler than the Dune worm. That's way cooler than the Dune worm all day. Although,
there's also
the Dune
yeah, it's cooler than that one. It's actually cooler than the Ghostbusters one too, which was extremely cool.
I don't know if
one bucket.
Oh yes.
One bucket. It was the trap. Remember the trap? And the trap was the.
I thought it was the actual one. I did not see this one then.
No. It was the ghost trap. Remember that?
Oh,
one?
I did not see this one then. I did not see this then. Was
yeah,
it for Frozen Empire?
Yeah, it was for Frozen Empire. It was a ghost trap.
It's this year. So many popcorn boxes.
Good.
Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine was pretty cool too.
I would absolutely eat popcorn out of a face hugger bucket all day, 100%. Also, Queen, I noticed you asked about what happened.
Is there anywhere to stick a dick in it?
Maggie,
that's the question.
Another company and directing.
The Dune bucket had it. The Wolverine bucket has a place to put your dick too.
I hear that the Deadpool's got a pretty wicked bucket. I heard there was a really good bucket for that.
It's called Buckets of Fun. There's lots of buckets.
There's I remember when I was growing up, we didn't have buckets like this, and I'm like, I wish they had this. I would have collected popcorn.
You were lucky if you got a bucket with a picture on it, let alone it's like these crazy designs.
But on the other side of the coin, like Taco Bell and like McDonald's and all the restaurants, they had really sweet promotional material with their stuff.
Not anymore.
In the 90s, the 90s had the best promotional material, but we don't have that anymore on fast food. Fast food's dropping the ball.
Here you go, Lexi. Here's that Wolverine popcorn bucket for you right here. Look at that. Big spot to put that penis in, Rachel. Right there.
All right, let me see.
Yeah. This is the battle of the popcorn buckets right now. It is the battle of the popcorn buckets. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Watch out for Wolverine. Wolverine's ready to go.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He is ready to go.
My house.
He's ready for a good fisting, isn't he?
And then they had like the ad. They actually had like butter drizzling down his face and stuff. Fisting.
He's having a bit of snowballing tonight.
Yeah, Wolverine's been gone for a long time, but now he's ready to get it in again, everybody. So, a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. And now it's that time for everybody to have that 1 minute on the clock. Give me what to say is there. Hot takes. Let's do it. All right, now it's time for those hot takes. It's that time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute to break down all their hot takes for all the latest breaking news. We got like 10 topics tonight. Not bad. They can make it happen. I know you can. I believe in you all. And if they don't make it happen, that bomb blows up. Their time is done, and that's it. That's it. Their takes are done. but it doesn't mean they lose. No, it's up to you, the audience, to tell us if they win or if they lose. I don't make the decision. Perry doesn't make the decision. Nobody makes a decision besides you. So please, 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 give us your hot takes tonight. Make them great, everybody, because honestly, it's up to the audience to decide, and I think they will give us a great choice tonight for our hot take master. Rachel, what do you think? Who's going to go first for the hot takes?
Let's get that thirsty daddy going. You go ahead, GR.
It looks like Lexi's ready.
Arch Papa himself.
Oh, what do you call him? What's it called? The Arch Papa? The what?
The
Parched Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, Parched Papa himself, ready for a drink. Ready for another drink, another drink, another drink. Thirsty Parched Papa Daddy. How you feeling? Ready for those hot takes?
I like to tell her there's an old Chinese proverb. Everyone likes little ass, but no one likes smart ass.
Oh, on that note, here we go, GR. Woo, get ready, get smooth, get buttery. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Good thing that the people making the movie put James Paxton in it. He deserved it to honor his dad. Martin reboot, it could be good if the writing's half as good as the original. Euphoria, sorry, Zendaya as a PI, I don't buy it. American Sports Story, I will not watch that thing about Hernandez. He was a chicken shit guy that murdered 3 people. Ryan Murphy drama, that'll be good, hopefully, even with you know who in it.
No.
Daddy, P. Diddy, he's drowning himself with his own stupidity. Elfman's the same way. I mean, he jerks off people that are sleeping. Presumed innocent, great show. Disney strike, I doubt it. I think they'll get smart. Alien popcorn bucket, that's a hard pass for me. I'm sorry.
You don't want that alien popcorn bucket gripping your popcorn and oozing in the alien green ooze stuff,
Brian,
GR?
Brian, not only no, but fuck no.
And great hot takes, GR! The thirsty daddy gets it! How's it feel, GR?
It feels marvelous, man. Simply marvelous.
Well, great hot takes, GR. Round of applause for the thirsty daddy. Round of applause for the thirsty daddy himself. Great hot takes, GR. Hope you had a great time with that. And I hope everybody loved it too. And you know what? It's tough competition. It always is. But Rachel, are you going to go next or pass it on to Lexi?
Go, right in the middle. We'll let Lexi go last. I know she likes to round it out.
All right. Lexi looks like she's ready too. I'm sorry. She looks like she's been ready for a while. She's like getting amped up, getting psyched, getting pumped.
A little dancey dance.
I like to take it in the end, I guess.
Oh boy. Anyways, everybody, happy Monday.
Why she likes those popcorn buckets.
Woo! All right, Rachel.
Monday, Wednesday. Let's keep it clean here.
It's a Monday. It's a Monday.
It's a manic Monday.
It's another manic Monday. Woo! Used to be Sunday. Is it Sunday? I don't know. I don't
Sorry.
Monday,
Thanks, Peppy.
Monday.
Peppy, having a good time?
But it sure is fun.
Yeah, I know, man. All right, Rachel. How you feeling? Feeling good? Feeling ready to go? Real kick some ass.
Good, I got
Get in there
this.
and square root that son bitch and kick some ass like always.
We got it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Woo! Get serious, Rachel. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Twisters, I think that's really nice that they're letting his son have a little, at least, something in there. I think that's a really nice tribute. Martin, I don't care. I don't know who's asking for all these reboots, and spin-offs and whatnot. Euphoria, it's been so damn long since the last season. I feel like these kids should have graduated college by now. American Sports Story, I think it's really exploitative to make for Ryan Johnson to keep making these shows. These are real people whose lives were affected. What happened. Kim Kardashian, we talked about that one. Diddy sucks. Elfman, don't masturbate next to people. Presumed. Alien Bucket, I love it. Disney strike. Disney's always being stricken because they don't pay their fucking people. They have all the money. Just pay the people.
We lost it for a second, but I'm going to give it to her. Rachel, great hot takes.
Lost me,
Did you cut out, but it's okay. We believe in you.
Swift reference.
Oh, we lost that. That didn't happen.
Woo!
No,
Woo!
You can't just have Jake Gyllenhaal here and not have me reference Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I can see
Jakey
that.
Gyllenhaal. Jakey Jake. Jakey Jill. I
I
don't
wanted
know.
to hear popcorn bucket take. I was waiting for that one.
We talked about the popcorn bucket. I'm here for it. I love a novelty popcorn bucket.
Mm. It's gripping.
As we said on Friday,
Stripping.
people collect everything, Brian.
It's very true. I know Sean has that Dune popcorn bucket. I think he
collects
he gave
quite a
away.
bit of Alien merchandise and memorabilia, so we'll probably get that for her.
She's probably excited. I know you said before, Lexi, you're excited about that popcorn bucket. Get that Alien.
Yeah, but I'm not excited about the
Inklings.
movie. Cause like,
Really?
yeah, cause like,
said
Prometheus
buttery
was
feeling.
shit, and like the one that came after it, what was that one? Covenant or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
But the cool
Like,
part about this one is where it takes place. It takes place in like the past. So it's not like the continuity of the new ones.
Yeah, I don't know. They just let Alien go. You know,
I like that Fede Alvarez guy too. He's a good time directing.
I don't know. I've heard good things about like him. I just
We'll see.
it's more IP. I don't care. Like it's hard to say. Like it's one of my favorite IPs, and I'm still like I don't know. Like it's just like what are you doing? Like because especially with
director involved in this most recent film,
Is who involved?
the original director.
no,
Oh,
he's the
Ridley
one that did
Scott?
Prometheus and all the other ones. Those are the ones that are terrible. Like
He produced it, but he said it's an amazing movie, Ridley Scott. He said it's an amazing alien movie. So, but he kind of has to say that because he's an executive producer. So,
right. Well, everybody wants the Blomkamp one, and Blomkamp one never happened, and everybody.
Blomkamp would make a
thank
good
you, Queen.
I don't know. It's all silliness.
Yeah. All right, Lexi, it's down to you. There's
Round
no
it out,
messing
baby.
around. There's no more softball. You got this. I know you believe. I believe in you. I know you're gonna kick some ass. You're gonna take down everybody tonight, right? You feeling like that or not?
Who knows? We'll see.
Believe in yourself, Lexi. Believe in yourself. Here we go. You got this. I know you got it. Here we go. Woo, start that drum roll. Get you wound up, ready to rock and roll. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right. Jim Paxton and Twister is very nice. Martin, no prequel. That's all serious. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, why are they doing that? Of all the shows to do that with, Martin, no. Euphoria coming back, cool. American Sports Story. Actually, I'm really excited about this. I liked the OJ one, and I'm really excited to see this one. I like the Hernandez stuff. I've been following it. So, Ryan Murphy new show with Kim. Shit. Diddy more allegations. I told you I know that story. Like, obviously, Diddy's had allegations for years. It's not anything new. Alpman allegations. I'm surprised that like there's not more about this coming out. More people aren't talking about it. Seems kind of hidden. It seems like our show is the only place I ever hear about it. Presumed Innocent, don't know that show. Disneyland Strike, fuck yeah, do it. Alien Popcorn Bucket, I need this in my life. I don't know, y'all crazy. So, ta-da.
It's not so far away, Lexi. Get that popcorn bucket, just like you got those hot takes. Great job, Lexi. Woo! Feeling good? Feeling good? Great hot takes, Lexi. Great hot takes.
Okay, you get the effort in.
Woo!
Daniel needs to stop oingoing his boingo.
Yeah, oh, that was a good reference. It's a good one.
I'm starting the poll right now, so let us know who you think won hot takes. Start right now. It's either Lexi, Rachel, or GR Thirsty Daddy Man. Who will win tonight? That's the question. But thank you all again.
It's a popcorn bucket with an alien wrapped around it.
That would be great. We should probably start doing that. We should start doing popcorn buckets as gifts, like a Kruse golden popcorn bucket. That'd be pretty good, right?
There you go.
It has like all these different IPs all attached to one, and you can still fuck it. So that's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
you know?
It's also a fleshlight.
If you so well want it to be, well, it's on the Kruse Control show store pretty soon, coming soon. It'll have Peppy's face on it too. I don't know why. Maybe Peppy's fucking it too.
Control eye penis popcorn bucket.
Each order comes with a free snowball.
It's called the Fresh Eye Penis, the Fresh Eye Penis popcorn bowl. bucket something, something
That's
like that.
actually the full title.
Yes, yeah, it's working title for sure. I'm surprised about this Twisters thing. Everybody's saying the Twisters is going to be a really good movie, and the reviews are coming in great. I'm surprised. I'm surprised saying it's heart. It's got a great storyline. I know there's like a I was talking about on Friday. It's like there's like a first like 15 minutes is like in the past, and they're trying to take down some tornadoes. And I guess the whole plot is they're trying to destroy tornadoes with this new technology with Dorothy and stuff. But they're trying to destroy them.
Trying to destroy tornadoes.
And they're trying to destroy them. I don't know. It's like
So
I don't know.
destroy your house.
Yeah, destroy them before they take.
I mean, I'm all here for a world without tornadoes, but what an absolute madhouse of a plot for a film. That is jumping the shark so hard.
You can't
It's-
stop an environment during
Yeah.
Wasn't,
for a
I haven't
reason.
seen the original Twister, but wasn't it pretty grounded in reality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were
just
studying the
like-
tornadoes with the Dorothy thing, like
The
like
tornadoes
studying them.
made growly noises. Like they made like rah noises.
Mhm.
Like,
They were, you know,
I think
trying to-
they said that they used a sound of like it was like a tiger and like another creature and something else combined together to make the noise of the tornado, like because they wanted to have this like ethereal monster like kind of sound. But other than that, that was it because it was like Paxton's chasing these things, so they wanted it to have this kind of like monster quality. But other than that, they did want it grounded in reality because everybody else is grounded in reality. It was just Paxton who isn't. That was
Yeah.
the point. Like Paxton was so obsessed with this that he couldn't focus on anything else.
Like take down the tornadoes. That whole like mixing in the audio effects reminds me of what I read today too about like Johnny Depp doing a Puffin movie. He's doing a live or like, animated Puffin movie about like an actual Puffin, and they're mixing his voice with actual live Puffin voices to make a creature voice. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I'm like, get it, Johnny Depp. You know, he probably sounds like a drunk Puffin though. I would imagine with the little Jack Sparrow in there.
My favorite theatrical fact about Puffins is when they were filming the later Star Wars films, the most recent ones.
Yeah.
The area they were filming in, they couldn't move the Puffins, and there were so many of them that's how the Porgs were invented. That they just put little digital costumes on the Puffins.
What? That's pretty cool.
Cute.
and they couldn't get rid of them, so they just put them in costumes. So
They put little digital costumes on them. So there's your fun fact for the day, everyone.
Little Puffin buddies.
Porgs are puffins.
Porgs are Puffin buddies.
Yeah.
I feel like this trend with Martin's gonna keep happening too. It's like the fact that we're gonna
my
have
God,
like,
it's so stupid. Like,
but it's a trend. It's gonna be
of
an
all
ongoing
the
trend.
shows to do it with, though, Martin, like, okay, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's about a kid who comes from the slums, who, like, has trouble and is like put into his like rich parents' home because he's having trouble. I can see how you could look at that and you could find a way to kind of translate that in story. And there are dramatic episodes of Fresh Prince. There's plenty of drama in Fresh Prince that you can like pull from it and go, okay, this is a predominantly comedic show, but there's enough drama in this. Especially when you look at like how it ties into other shows like Another World and things like that. Like it all ties together in that kind of universe they built. Martin was a straight comedy. Like it was a straight African American comedy. That's all it was. And it was a very influential comedy in like being what it was, but it's all it is a comedy. It's a comedy about a dude trying to deal with his relationships. It's all it's about. So what
we're gonna get a gritty Family Matters sequel called
I'm waiting for that. Urkel is coming back. Stefan is coming back, everybody. But I think because Will Smith and him are friends. I think that's what it is. He's like, Will's probably talking about how well that Fresh Prince is doing. So he's like, maybe you should. Well, they're doing Bad Boys. They're probably talking about it. You know,
they've
like,
never done the same kind of thing. Will was a rapper who did action and like dramatic work, and Martin is a comedian who happened to do a couple of action comedies. Like he doesn't even do predominantly action comedy. He does mostly comedy. He's a comedian. This guy's straight comedy.
It's
That's
true.
all he is, a fucking comedian. Are you kidding me? What? It's like you're not even Chris Rock. You're not even like, deep and poignant over here. You're not that kind of comedian. You're not, like telling me your friggin' life stories. You're not making, dramatic, stories about women's black hair and like, like winning Academy Awards for them and stuff like that. You're not that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to watch, Everybody Hates Chris. Because, like, Everybody Hates Martin isn't that. Like, Everybody Hates Chris even has dramatic elements that are still comedic. It's a soft, comedy. Like, it's still... You can't do it. I don't know what you're trying here.
We got a tie, so I'm putting on a tiebreaker right now. Everybody wants to vote one more time. Tiebreaker, please. Out to the audience. Let us know who you think won Hot Takes. Round of applause, everybody. But yeah, I agree. It's like, I don't know. I see it. I'm like, what's going to come next? That's all I think about too. I'm like, we just joked about Family Matters, but I can see it happening. Even Family Matters had like, you guys
a
are
dramatic
joking.
reboot of LL Cool J's In the House. That's what I want.
All right. I also.
What you doing in my house? It's all like serious. There's guns involved.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What do you got, GR? What's your favorite sitcom that can become a dramedy? What's your favorite sitcom turn to a drama?
Well, hell, let's really pick one that wouldn't work. How about
Let's
Happy
do it.
Days?
Happy Days. There we go. The Fonz is an alcoholic.
Hey!
He's a raging alcoholic. Can't handle shit. He's also going down for sexual assault.
Super serious.
So we got the
We're
original
getting-
Jumping the Shark. Happy
I
Days.
mean,
Well,
They
the Fonzie get accused of everything.
Look, they
I
did
know.
it with Archie. How could they not do it with Happy Days?
Getting serious. All right, we have a winner now. I'm gonna close the poll. I'm stop right there because we do have a winner. So before it changes, becomes tied again because it was tied multiple times right there, back and forth, in and out, roundabout. We do have a winner, buddy. Here we go. So our winner of Hot Takes tonight, everybody, is Miss Lexi Koval. Lexi, congratulations, great Hot Takes.
It's amazing. Thank you so
You go first.
much. Yeah, that's fine. I deserve it.
Hey, great, on the way. Great Hot Takes, everybody. Great Hot Takes. Appreciate it. The God King said in Asian Wonder Years. Maybe. You never know.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
They
Well,
should reboot MASH.
could you?
Set it like, in like, the modern
Like-
world.
I get Smash.
Like real serious shit. Like MASH had some comedy, but go crazy with it. That might be a way to do it.
Mash was
I love-
Kind of like do it
Bad
kind of like
things, bad
Generation
moments.
Kill. That'd be really good. I'd watch that. Generation Kill was excellent.
I don't even heard Generation Kill.
That was that HBO show where I think one of the guys was actually like from the platoon that they talked about. Where I think that was about man, it was right after 9/11. It was the war that was going on then.
Jeez. I mean, that may be cool to check out. Maybe they'll do something like that again. You never know. But, speaking of Generation Kill, I want to talk about Terminator. Can we talk about Terminator? So the trailer finally dropped for Terminator Zero. I always want to call it Terminator 1 for some reason. I don't know why, but it's on my mind all the time. But Terminator Zero. YouTube has officially dropped the trailer, and I'm kind of excited. I've been talking about this for like a little bit of time now about the build-up for this. Timothy Oliphant's in this. It's a pretty big cast. But now we have an official breakdown. This animated series coming on YouTube, dropping not too far away in August. Is it going to be great? Is it not going to be great? Is it going to be fucking awesome? I don't know. We have the trailer. Let's check it out together, and then we'll decide overall if this is a great cinema and if it will actually save the Terminator franchise and make it relevant again. So here's the trailer for Terminator Zero.
This isn't what you think it is.
Fucking Skydance. Paramount.
IG's a good
You can't
animation
see it
company.
yet.
This is cool.
You've been on a collision course your entire life.
Judgment Day. Oh shit, yeah.
There's
I
no
got
going
that.
back. Not really. It will never, ever
Oh!
stop. one thing standing in between you and him.
This looks really good.
Me.
Terminator Zero. Yeah, I think it looks pretty dope too. I mean, I saw Doc Savage say he has no interest in Terminator, but I think with the animation style for this, I think it looks really cool. Fell asleep during the last Terminator, Queen says. Yeah, I get that, but this is like taking it to a different level, bringing in the anime style. It looks very cool compared to what they could have done.
Okay.
Oh my, it has a great look to it. It looks like it's an actual anime, and then you're bringing in this franchise and revitalizing it. I think it could be something great to bring Terminator to a new generation. And I've been waiting for this trailer for a long time. I'm gonna say I'm more stoked about it than I thought I would be. It looks cool. It looks fucking cool. I get it. People are gonna hate on Terminator. We had the Rise of the Machines didn't do that well. We go back to like what was one with Christian Bale? Was that Rise? That was Rise of the Machines, yeah. And then we also had the last one was not good either. They just keep trying.
Salvation was the one with Bale.
Salvation. Rise of the Machines was the last one, wasn't it? That was the third one? Or something like that. We had Salvation. I actually didn't mind Salvation. I thought it was okay, but it just...
the one with Bale was alright. I think the ending sucked.
Yeah. And you also had what's his name? From Avatar. Oh my god, I'm going blank on his name. Also, he was just in the Black Matter on Apple TV. Dark Matter. GR, we just talked about this guy, Joel Edgerton. Yeah, he did a good job on that too. So, but this looks great. What do you think, Rachel? You want to see this? Is this look awesome to you, or do you think that this is not going to be a big hit because nobody wants to see Terminator anymore, as we have seen in the chat already?
I think it could be a difficult sell for a broad audience, just because people kind of maybe don't want to see more from this series and maybe don't really take animation that seriously. But as somebody who doesn't have a horse in this race, I've not Terminatored out. I've seen one of the films. I didn't really follow up on the rest. But I think this looks great. This has me interested. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, I think it has a good kind of feel to it, like the animation style too. And like some people might not be burnt out by it. People probably haven't seen some of the Terminator movies recently too. I feel like people just didn't watch a lot of them.
Animation is honestly a really good Terminator story.
I think it's a great way of going about it. I mean, think about Judgment Day. It's hard to shoot as it is. They spent so much, millions and millions of dollars trying to make this franchise work for people, and just hasn't, except the first two, Judgment Day, especially the second one. But after that, it was just kind of went, boop, boop. We kept trying. Lexi, what do you think about this? You said the animation style you like, who animated it. Do you think this is going to be the hit for Skydance, which again, just bought Paramount? We still have that hold period, but just spot at Paramount. Think this is something good for them that's going to like revolutionize Terminator moving forward?
I don't know about Skydance, but I know IG, the anime company, they're really good. And there was a lot of good other companies involved outside of Skydance. So, yeah, a lot of good names behind it. It kind of looks like it might be the similar kind of people who did the Animatrix. Has that kind of same kind of vibe. Yeah. Which... if you do things right, I know, I think if you really want to revitalize a franchise, I think animation is the right way to go in a lot of ways. Or if you want to keep it going, at least. When we were growing up, we got a movie and then we got an animated series. And I feel like an animated series was the right way to go instead of these live actions. It keeps costs down in some ways. Like, you can do animation cheaply, especially in today's world where we can do so much with computers. We can keep animation costs at a minimum. When we were doing cell animation, it kept costs higher. So, we're not doing that anymore. Once the computer came into things, animation costs literally halved. And so with that, there's a lot of opportunity with animation to take your IPs that are fairly extravagant, something like a Terminator that requires, as you were just saying, Terminator 2 had a very high budget, some huge. Extravagant effects, something like, how about an Avatar that was $500 million, an animated series would be,
you tried
to do. But you get what I'm saying, it would be way cheaper to animate an Avatar series than it would be to keep doing these fucking movies.
Would 100%. Never let Avatar.
I think
regular traditional animated. Let's not kid ourselves. Avatar is animated in a sense. CGI is animation.
For sure. But you get what I'm saying. Like when what I'm going back to, like to cheapen things. Like if you want to bring back Ghostbusters, you should do an animated series. If you want to
Which they
bring
are.
back, the Matrix animated series, is the way to go. I think you can serialize things in a way that you don't have to worry about having continuing stories and worrying about that. You can do single serving things that people are happy with. You can make your fan base really
Make
happy
'em really
with
happy.
animated content, and it's really shocking like how successful animated content is and how little people who are higher up pay attention to the successes of animation in comparison to what they can gain from it. Like I don't understand like how people don't like unless it's Disney who are like, oh, I'm making a Lion King or like one of those Renaissance kind of level films. They're not looking at like the payouts that you can gain from having an IP that you can like okay, Men in Black the animated series, one of the best animated series ever seen by
I
far.
didn't
And
ever see it.
like
Was it that good?
yeah, it's one of the I own it. Like it's one of the best animated series ever. Like and Godzilla had an animated series that was based off of the terrible film. It's a really good animated
Oh,
series.
Godzilla.
Like there's a lot you can do with an IP that kind of starts to flounder. Remember Evolution, that movie with Dave Duchovny?
Yep.
Excellent film. Had an animated series. Nobody watched it, but like that was something that took that concept.
Orlando.
Excellent film. They didn't do more with it, but the animated series really gave that more life. That was something extra to really take that concept and run with it and do more with it. I just really like when you get an animated series out of something instead of taking something that was so big and grand like that. Because Men in Black trying to do a live action series, it would be really cool. But I like the animated series a lot more because you're really open to doing anything you want with animation.
And it's cheaper
Like,
too.
yeah, it's so much cheaper. Like this week, we can have them really like fight. Like they can leave the planet entirely and go fight a bunch of flying saucers on another planet, and then next week they can have a simple episode where they just deal with something on a train.
Easily.
It doesn't matter because everything's so simple. That's like they were talking about King of the Hill one time, and someone asked Mike Judge, "Why did you not make
Bye-bye.
King of the Hill live action series?" And he was like, "Because we have entire episodes where literally like we'll go to Montana in one episode and like deal with something over there, and then like the next episode we'll be dealing with something like over here in another state, and then whatever." He's like, "Do you know what it would cost production wise to do half of the episodes of King of the Hill if we didn't animate this series?" He's
Right.
like, "This show would be so expensive to do if we were not animating it." He's like, "It is a simple show with a simple concept, and that's what makes it great, but to do it live action would cost a fortune." So
Oh yeah.
it's like
That's why they
When
do it a
you
lot of
wanna-
times. And there's more King Hill coming too. There's no reboot of that coming too, or I should say continuation. So that's moving forward as well.
the best Marvel content is animated, hands down. Like you're talking about Marvel's '97 show. That show, I like the original series a lot. They would be smarter if they would invest more into animating more of Marvel's content and invest more into Marvel animation and Marvel animated series and stuff than
DC
continuing the
only
live
succeeds
action
in animation.
What was that, Rachel?
stuff.
DC comics really only succeed in animation.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, overall, they keep trying,
They
but
kill it. Their live actions just flop.
yeah.
They're just little floppy dead fish, especially lately. But we'll see what good old Timmy Gunn does.
I believe in him. I
Yeah,
believe
I
in
like
James Gunn. I believe in him.
comment here about Alien. I would love an Alien
Cartoon?
animated
That'd
series,
be great.
especially like an Alien Predator animated series. I would be so here for that.
Especially if that was done for
I
adults.
think it'd be dope.
And if you
Yeah.
followed it off the comic
You
books
can
and
only
did
do
it
it for
like
adults.
single serving, like based it off of the comic stories where they have like individualized stories, that would be so much better than doing something where you followed a serialized,
I'm kind of shocked there's not one because there's so much Alien like content moving forward now. Like first Alien Romulus, we have the FX show coming too. There's another Alien show as well
Well,
taking place
you-
of like on Earth before the aliens
I
actually
think
come.
that a show based on Pinhead would be wonderful. A show based on Hellraiser would be amazing. An animated series based on
That'd be
Hellraiser that did the individualized stories based around the box that were all animated. Oh my god, that would be incredible. It's not like Clive Barker
Like, it
doesn't
involves-
have a relationship with animation to begin with. He's been doing comics for years. It's like the guy
Yeah.
should be doing some sort of animated series. I would love to see a Clive Barker animated series of some kind. Like
Animated series are freaking great.
horror
GR even say
animation is
anything.
I'm just listening. They're covering all the points for me. I don't have to.
But GR, do you think this is a good idea?
Animation is far superior in where they can take things. You know, Terminator. I love the first two, maybe even the third, but people wanted an answer. Did we beat the machines, or did the machines beat us? And they just kept going and didn't answer anything. And at least in this, I mean, this trailer was incredible. I want to see it just to see how it comes out. I think it's like, as the girl said, bottom line, you can do more and go better places with animation than you can with film. It's bottom line. The cost is a hell of a lot better.
It's so much cheaper, and I think that they will be doing a lot more at this. Hence why they went this route as it is, and I think it's going to kill it. And again, we have a lot of shows coming forward in animated form. I said the real Ghostbusters is coming back. That's a thing happening, and there's more and more shows moving towards animation because it is cheaper. And I would like to see this, and I'm excited to see where this
and
goes.
not
I am.
that third-rate shit fucking CG, like CG that just looks like
Looks a little bit off.
like
Yeah,
ass CG that either like you can do things on a computer that still gives you like a traditional cell shaded look. Like there's all kinds of ways to do things that look just as good on a computer that give you a traditional animation feel that has an updated, smooth look. Look at something like, Adventure Time or, like Regular
Sound great.
Show or something like that. Those are all done on a computer. Those are all modern animation. Like there's no reason that you can't make something have a traditional animated feel. They don't have to have this blocky shit tier, like cheap fucking CG. Like there's no reason to make third-rate animation. This Terminator show, this looks great. The animation in this looks incredible. And you know what? All CG. That's all done on a computer. Like don't tell me that's not. That's some gorgeous animation. You know who that is though? That's IG. That's not Skydance. That's IG. Like they're
You're right.
incredible. They're so good. Like they're some of the best in the industry. Like when it comes to like the like shading
Right on.
and stuff, like all day.
But I'd say, like, of course, the CG here is awesome. It is computer graphics making this. It's animation, new whole style. And it's easier to make it that way than big budget stuff. But something
For
that's
sure.
not easy to make, though, this way, though, Lexi, is a Western. You'll never see that. But Westerns, I think, are maybe going to have a comeback. I doubt it. But there is one that is coming. There is one that is coming. That's a fistful of money. So we talk about this reboot for a fistful of money. Dollars, I said money. Fistful of change, a fistful of money, a fistful of your grandma's bank account, fistful of dollars.
Brian, get it right. Come on.
Fistful of Dollars reboot is coming, everybody. That's right, the Clint Eastwood legacy movie. I know they did 3 movies kind of based off of this as well, but now they're going to reboot it. And of course, we're talking about this recently about Westerns. I think it was on Friday or Wednesday last week about how Westerns don't really happen that often anymore. But now we're going to hit this. Clint Eastwood classic, Fistful of Dollars, is set to be rebooted, remade, redone. Of course, about the wandering gunslinger with no name who plays 2 rival families against each other in a town torn apart by greed, pride, and revenge. And this was released in the 60s. And of course, we had, the spin-offs from this too. Of course, we had the more Fistful of Dollars, more and good, the good and the bad, and the ugly. And, Clint Eastwood did all this shit. And Clint Eastwood, the good, the bad, and the ugly was always fucking awesome. I love that movie. I don't think I ever saw Fistful of Dollars, though. I know I saw the good, bad, and the ugly because I know that was like something my brothers and I watched a lot. But the question is his son going to play the main part, Clint Eastwood's kid? We're going to throw him in there to be the new Clint Eastwood freaking Western cowboy? I don't know. I don't see how this is going to work. Honestly, I get it. I get what they're trying to do. They're like, let's reboot this because it's a big franchise. Maybe Westerns have a comeback. But I just don't see Westerns having a comeback, GR. Can you imagine? Why? All right, Edward Hyde, can this even happen? I think we're just too far gone. Like I said on Friday or was it Wednesday? Like, unless there's a sci-fi like twist in this, I don't think people are going to watch it. I just don't think they're going to watch it, unfortunately. What do you think, GR? Is this something that'll be a new generation bring into the Western?
As I said Friday, the Westerns are dead. I mean, the current one that we talked about Friday, I loved it. And they've already pulled the second half of it, so it won't go on into the theaters. But the days of the Westerns are done. As I said Friday, you can't have a car chase in a Western. You can't blow up the world in a Western. They didn't have that much dynamite.
And Clint Eastwood is too old to do a Western, so you can't have a Western. I mean, he's our guy.
If it was going to be somebody related to him, it's going to be his great-grandson.
You don't think his son could do it?
His son's my age, for Christ's sakes.
No, his son's not your age. His son is not your age.
Clint Eastwood is 94.
Yeah, but isn't his son like in his 40s? I think his son's in his 40s.
His son is not in his 40s.
What? Wait, what? I'm gonna look him up because Clint Eastwood's son, I'm pretty sure, is in his 40s. He was in Suicide Squad, and he was not that.
In his 40s, Clint was really a frisky old bastard.
Like his son, Scott Eastwood. Let's see how old Scott Eastwood is. Age. Scott Eastwood is 38 years old. 38 years old.
I'll give Clint
That's what I'm saying.
because that guy's a lot of friskier.
Well, you know what? De Niro just had a kid.
Yep, it's true. But
Ed can
Scott's
just keep
been
popping them out until they're in the grave.
They just keep popping. I'm going to bring a picture of Scott Eastwood out here for everybody, but I feel like Scott Eastwood might be the person they go. He was in Suicide Squad. I always think about that. And I know he's done more beyond that. He's been popping up at lunch and stuff. I'll show you a picture of him. You decide, Rachel. You can decide. That's not for me to say. That's for everybody else to judge. What do you think, Rachel? Do you think this is a good idea to make a fistful of dollars moving forward? If because again, the Western, can it come back? Rachel's like, you, Rachel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I you cut out for a second.
Answer the question.
I have a very popular opinion about this. I actually think we could do a Western revival. I think that a modern audience could accept Westerns, but big asterisk, it would have to be more of a historically accurate Western. The white, straight male protagonist of a Western and having all white cities and all white towns and all white characters is not really accurate. The West was where anyone could find success, no matter of your gender or your skin color. He's good enough looking. He's got that ruggedness.
He looks like his dad.
Yeah, he looks like Clint.
Yeah, he does.
I can see it. He's a good looking dude.
He does. He's got a little bit stronger of a jaw than Clint Eastwood, which is surprising.
For sure.
Make my day.
But I think back where I was going, if you involve more of a diverse cast in Westerns, which actually would be more accurate, I think that it could be successful.
If you look up historical records, you're absolutely right. Because what was it? 58% of the cowboys in the Wild West were black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, black, Hispanic. There were a lot of female business owners outside of just brothels. There were
Westworld lied to us, Rachel?
In the West before Western expansion really took off.
Well, actually, they lied. I can't believe that.
Why would Westworld lie to us?
Why would Westworld?
I don't get that. Come on, Westworld.
You were in it, Brian. Does that mean that you lied to us?
When you get
I mean, I guess.
Westworld wasn't completely accurate. I'm shocked.
Yeah, not completely accurate.
Well, here's the thing. Westworld was a theme park, and theme parks are not known for historical accuracy.
Yeah, it's very true.
I was doing my racial imitation of the hands to the face.
Yeah, but what do you think, Lexi? Can we do this? Can we make a Western work again? Can Eastwood's kid be the man to run the path forward for the new generation of Westerns, or will they cast Timothée Chalamet instead?
Well, Chalamet's probably, definitely going to be up there in some way or another.
But they do have Shetland ponies for him to ride,
A fistful of Chalamet.
A fistful of Charlemagne. There you go. That's what Hollywood's doing right now.
You should make it Canadian. A fistful of toonies.
Yeah. Oh, eh? That's a good film.
Boy.
So
Calgary.
I feel like I should be speaking, for Jacob here because this is his genre, and he thinks that westerns are always going to be a thing. This is spaghetti western, so it's not the same as like American western. I guess it's a different kind of western. It's got a different kind of feel. But so it's Italian western. So how do you remake it? Do you remake it like in the traditional like spaghetti western style, or do you remake it for like a modern American audience? So like that's the one question when you're remaking
Yeah, how do you do it?
spaghetti westerns, remaking like something like a True Grit or something like that, which when they did the remake of True Grit, the Coen brothers were the ones that got to do it, and I feel like the Coen brothers really were very respectful in doing like what Rachel said and bringing that traditional American western.
But the remake sucked.
I didn't care for. Actually, I'm a big fan of the original with John Wayne
I thought
myself.
it was fine.
It was okay, yeah.
I just I don't know why I like the John Wayne one more, but I do like the John Wayne one more. But
I
regardless
remember
of
what my
that,
opinion was on. Go listen to our podcast episode and you'll hear my opinion.
I did really like the John Wayne one. But regardless of that, I do think there is something to be said about making westerns. If you do like the way that Rachel said, I feel like you'll probably make them more like in like a traditional type, because I feel like the thing with the old western was that the old western stopped getting made because it was blatantly known to be so stereotypical and it was so offensive, and eventually like people stopped doing it because they knew it was like blatantly stereotypical and offensive, and they were like, you gotta stop doing this. Like the western almost was like kind of almost like lighter form blackface in a lot of ways, you know what I mean? Like it was offensive. There was a lot of offensive shit in it. Not blackface, but you know what I mean? Like it was really like offensive form of like filmmaking. So there was a lot of things from it that just didn't carry over.
Very, what was the word I was looking for? Very the same. There was very formulaic. There was very much a formula to it. So I think audience and audience there was a big shift when the space race happened. People became less interested in cowboys and more interested in astronauts. So I don't really think that there was a consciousness in stopping making westerns. I think there was just an audience shift.
Sure.
I get that. Yeah, audience definitely shift. And then also people, you're right, people were just like, the Wild West was the golden age of cinema for a long time. It was easy for them, horseback, they just had a whole infrastructure. It was, of course, we did black and white, and then we transitioned into like, some talk from, nothing to talkies. That's a big thing. It was also a time in the era where we're going to showcase what it is to be a man in the out in the wilderness, shooting things and dominating, and it was just a different time in the world. And I think that it was a different time in cinema. It was a different time for Hollywood. And now we don't really have anything like this. And I don't think that it's, maybe we can revolutionize it and bring it back somehow, but I just don't know if there's ever going to be like a driving force niche for more movies like this, unless you have a star like Clint Eastwood to run the path to make it freaking be something huge again. And again, I think it's a lot for star power.
If they put Chris Pratt in all of these, I am out.
Why not? Chris Pratt, and we'll put all the Chris's. We'll do Chris Pratt, Chris Evans.
You know what? Honestly, though, Chris Pine would make a good cowboy. I'm not mad at Chris Pine being a cowboy.
Chris Pine could be a cowboy. I just don't know.
Giddy up.
Yeah, I just don't see this being a big thing moving forward. I feel like they're going to try it. I think they have a plan to probably make multiple movies off this if they can. But I think overall, like the Western is not, I don't think it come back. We should ask Kevin Costner how that worked out for him. He made big epic movies, and again, like we said on Friday, the first one came out, it made only $28 million, like in a couple weeks, and so they just didn't release the second one now.
What if
they already filmed
like the 90s?
Yeah, it's already filmed.
Yeah, it's all done, ready to come out in August. It's coming in August. Now it's just canned.
No, it's gonna be on one of the
Some streaming.
services.
HBO
Yeah.
or something.
What if you did it like the '90s there though? Like you did shit like Young Guns and then like
I love Young
Unforgiven and shit like
Great
that,
movies.
where they're not really like they're not traditional
Did
like
Queen.
westerns, but they're just like sexy westerns, like for like what
Sex
I mean?
westerns.
Because they were clear.
Sexterns.
Because like those were my mom's favorite western kind of movies. Like they're not.
A Western resurgence in the 90s with like Tombstone.
Yeah, there was a big.
I love
resurgence.
Tombstone.
Well, like
There
the
was
Young
a
Guns
few,
was
but
one of the
there were
ones,
so.
too.
Yeah.
As you said, Rachel, times changed.
Yeah.
The cowboys became policemen, private investigators, God knows, and then it changed again and they became lawyers, doctors.
And then eventually serial killers. That's the path.
Sexy serial killers.
Sexy serial killers, which we all watch and love for
But
some
you
reason.
still-
They
you
know about,
The Western format in things. I think it just comes in a different package a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the success of Yellowstone. That show's killing it.
Massive. 1884, or all the different spin-offs from it too. It's done really well for Paramount. Maybe they can figure it out, and even Alec Baldwin was trying to do a Western, but didn't turn out too well for him. I guess it is still coming out, but his court case is officially done, everybody. So let's take him to Kruse court, because he's already done with court. Let's talk about it. The gavel is hit for the last time for Alec Baldwin, and he is excited about it, I would say. As he should be, because he was facing up to 18 months in prison, a lot of stuff going down for the Rust shooting of director of photography, Helena Hutchinson's, and the whole thing. And it's unfortunate because, you lose somebody, everything that's gone down for this case, all the money spent to put this man on trial, everything that's going down, Rust is coming out. Rust is coming out. Yep, it is done. It's in the can. It's going to happen. But now Alec Baldwin has been cleared of all charges because the prosecution dropped the ball massively. This has never happened in Kruse court. We would never do this shit. But they dropped the ball massively by holding evidence back from the defense, which is, again, a big if you've been watching, again, Presumed Innocent, you would know. If you're watching illegal drama, if you're involved in anything, don't hold back evidence. But the judge blasted the prosecutors and said, Judge Mary Marlowe came forward and said, guys, this is just not right. They had a bunch of evidence with the actual bullets, and they were holding it back, and they were just sneaking around, not telling the defense. And because when it came forward, all the evidence was not put forward to the defense, they dropped the whole case. All done. Dismissal with prejudice is warranted, they said. So at the end of the day, Alec Baldwin walks. He can't be charged again. There'd be double jeopardy. There's not going to happen. And he can never be retried. And the prosecution has failed because they did a massive fucking fuck up. And on top of that, too, they said, one of the prosecutors actually went on the stand and fucked up the stand, quit that day too on Friday, and then the judge this is done. And so much so that now the armorer, right? And so much so the armorer might be getting out of jail too. The prosecution has screwed the pooch on this, everybody. And the judge was saying the biggest thing is all the tax dollars have been wasted from all the citizens' tax dollars because of how much they spent to investigate this and not actually doing it procedurally correct. And that's very unfortunate. But Alec Baldwin's probably fucking super stoked. He was crying, excited about it. But let's just talk about this very fast, because again, we have to wrap this whole thing. We've been talking about this Alec Baldwin Rust trial for, it feels like forever. It feels like forever.
Feels like it's been over a year now.
And ever. I know. I mean, we were there when it first broke on Kruse Control. And I'm just like, you know what? We had to talk about at least briefly about it. Our ideas, our thoughts about it going down. Is what we expected? So we thought was going to happen? Or we think something else would go down? And is it going to be something that's going to change the business forever? I need to do this in only true Kruse form fashion. I got to put everybody on the stand. So I'm going to start with Lexi. I'm putting you on the stand. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help you, Kruse court, today and forever into the future. Is this going to hurt Hollywood? And did you expect this ever to go down? And what's going to happen moving forward? Will Alec Baldwin be fine and be cast again in the future? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, Lexi. Tell me the truth.
This is not one of those cases I would have normally followed. And I didn't think I cared. Because, when you first presented it, like when we first talked about it, like on the show, all that, all those many years ago,
Yeah, right.
uh, I was like, oh, this is one of those like stories. It's just gonna be like kind of in passing, because to me, after Brandon Lee's death in Hollywood was so significant in gun safety. Like that's such a significant point in gun safety in the industry that like how did this happen? Do you know what I mean? Like it's really like I don't understand how any of this occurred. I don't understand how we got to this level. But also I know exactly how we got to this level. There's been such a decline in standards that are all across the board on everything from amusement parks to, I mean, look, that we just recently had at SeaWorld, there was like an issue with one of their rides. They just had like another, and like now it's to a point like that's not uncommon. I'm seeing that happen a lot at amusement parks, and I'm like, I don't really want to go to even the big parks anymore. Like when I'm seeing the big parks starting to have like safety issues with their rides, and I know I'm going back to about that, but it's about safety standards that used to be something that you trusted without question. Do you know what I mean? There are places that you would go without question that you didn't question, like the safety standards. A Hollywood set was a place I would never have questioned my safety.
You
And
think you'd be fine?
I feel like Alec Baldwin, who is someone who's worked in the industry as long as he has, was handed a gun on a Hollywood set and without question fired it. Because he's been working in an industry that after the Brandon Lee incident should have had it shit together so well that that gun should have been able to have been fired in his hand and nobody should have been injured. Because it's the year 2024 and the safety standards, I mean, it's 2023 when it happened, but the safety standards that we have, we're talking about like after the Twilight Zone incident with the kids that were injured. We're talking about after the Brandon Lee incident. We're still having these issues? Really? What is going on that like safety standards all across the board are declining in factories, in standards that never were like issues before, in places that you used to be able to trust like everywhere across the board, that you were going to be able to be handed something and not question what you were handed and not have to. And I know that you can say like it's his job as a whatever. No, it was the job of the individual who handed it to him to do whatever. It was the job of them to make sure that when it fell into his hands that he didn't have to do anything. I don't know why it's falling on him, and I find myself confused in this whole case as to how any of this falls onto Baldwin in any way. Genuinely, like I know he physically had the armament in his hand.
It was a publicity trial, is all it was.
But like to my opinion, like to my understanding of how the system has always worked and from the standards that we have created, he is completely not at fault. He did not do anything wrong. He is an actor who was handed his acting tool and it was not prepped for him properly by the people who are in charge of that. That's not his job to do. He doesn't know that. How is that fall to him?
Well, the problem that came down to it, I think, too, is like people were saying is like he, being on set for so long, not to point the gun and shoot it during rehearsal. The producer card got thrown out early, but the producer card, too, if it's the truth that the prosecution had that he was actually cutting the funding and stopping the training for this armor, fired the other armor, put an armor in that's non-union, that shouldn't be doing, rushing people. He was rushing, big time.
Even if he pointed a gun in a practice session and they're like, you know better than to whatever. Okay. He still would have never thought that he was handed a weapon that was loaded with an armament.
His liability starts and ends with him being the producer, in my opinion, because he hired somebody who was not fit for the job. And it really underlines the importance of unions and making sure that people in these positions are well qualified. You cannot hire somebody in who is in charge of something so important for safety in
No
your
matter
film
who you
does not
hire.
have the experience.
No matter who you hire, what are you doing with live rounds on a set?
Yep,
That
that's
that
another
was
thing.
her.
So I don't understand
Person,
either.
the person
Who you
he
hire,
hired,
you
she
keep
had the
getting
live
from the
round.
producer, he didn't go out and buy the bullets.
No,
Nope.
I'm not saying he has.
Somebody
I'm not
did.
saying he has liability in the in like in the murder charge.
This whole thing was a joke.
Somebody he shouldn't.
I mean, unfortunately, a woman
Did you guys get in
died,
there?
but he didn't pull a trick. He didn't kill the woman.
I don't.
No.
I don't think he
shouldn't have
did.
Whoever
liability in
put
that.
that live round in a gun and brought it on a set is guilty of shit. And I hope
that's
he
what
doesn't
I-
get out of jail.
I agree with that. Like, I don't understand why there were ever live rounds on a set. I don't know why there are live rounds on a set when we are working in a Hollywood set where we don't work with live rounds. We don't work with live rounds in
Should never be there.
Hollywood. Why are there live rounds on a set in Hollywood? Period. I don't. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, after the Brandon Lee incident, why are there live rounds on a set? This has not been. This is
They're
not
doing
been
target
an issue.
practice.
Woman in
They're doing
charge of
target
the
practice at
arms
lunch.
and
Okay,
Through it.
fine, do your target practice, but guns on a set, there's an easy way to solve this problem. Have whoever providing the guns on the set, they got one little piece about this big, and the gun won't fire. It's called a firing
Okay.
pin.
Just
Take
the
that
phone
out,
and the-
and every gun, you could load it with 1,000,000 rounds of live ammunition. Without a firing pin, ain't nothing going off.
The problem is, JR, that armor had no idea how to run that gun. She was non-union. She didn't know what she was doing. She just was thrown into the position,
Why
you
are
know?
they hiring non-union?
Well, that's what they were trying to say is like Alec Baldwin was the person that said bring her up to that position. That was something they were going to be saying. And that's where that's when the producer card got thrown. Everybody was mad because they're saying as a producer he was one that cut her training. Also was like get her that position. It's fine. She'll just do it. Go. Shoot as fast as you can. And then accidents happen.
It's Baldwin's fault she has no common sense.
No, it's not his fault. But I mean, if he
No, you just said it was his fault because he hired her.
Should
I
not
mean,
have
even a
been.
moron knows you don't put a gun in somebody's
It's
hands
true.
with live bullets in
I
it.
mean, I wouldn't say
But
it's
there's
his
also-
fault because
Yeah.
of her hiring her, but I would say that he does hold some sort of ethical responsibility to hire people who are adept at their jobs in safety positions.
They just cut too many corners in this production. That's the problem, GR. They cut way too many corners. Again, when they fired the armorer, I think it was something to do with like, because the armorer was trying to slow them down because he was saying that you'd be careful, slow down, you're going too fast. And they were rushing because you don't rush with guns on set. And then they fired him and put the armor in there, like, or this new armor. And they're like, you got this, just do it. And then she's like, I guess so. And then they had live rounds. They should never have live rounds there. They should never have live rounds. It's like you're a workforce. I get it. People were saying, well, it's like if you're on location and you want to, and you're at an amusement park, then you're gonna go use the amusement park, aren't you? And it's like, well, that's different than guns. It's way different than guns. And that's where I think a lot of problems come into play with this whole situation. And that's what they were trying to put on Stan is like trying to give him, like he should have been more responsible. But everybody failed. Everybody failed in this production. They failed by not being safe with weapons they had on set. And again, your replica looked really good. It was a great replica. It fired, and it was real. It was fucking real. And they had live bullets, and they were doing practice with that. They should never done that at all. You don't do that. And unfortunately, they were trying to pin somebody down for the death. And it's like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
I don't think he can be held criminally
dead.
liable, in my opinion.
No, never.
Especially now that it's done. But I don't think he should have been held criminally liable. I think at worst, the family can go for wrongful death, and that's the
Yeah,
worst.
I think that's what they're trying to shoot for him. But he honestly was happy because at the end of the day, he's not charged with anything now. He can't be tried again. And this has been put to the case, or put to end. It's done. It's gone to trial. It can't go again. And it's done. It's over with. It's finito. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's sad. We lost somebody, and again, I think it's going to have some ramifications moving forward in Hollywood. And I hope that we don't get rid of real guns for westerns, everything else, because they do bring a practicality to the set that brings some kind of realism.
If you have somebody who's on set in that position who is not part of the union, your production is shut down. Period.
Finger gun. It's for all.
Finger. I know, but that's the
All
problem. They were
Western from now on. Finger gun.
they go out of state, they go out of California, and all of a sudden the rules don't matter anymore. That's what they say. Rules, they do whatever the hell they want. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And I think that this is very unfortunate. It should never happen again. You know, we can all say everything, but I still think rehearsal. You're using not even the real camera. Why is the real gun on set? You know, give me a rubber gun. They have them all the time. A lot of things went wrong here. The armor, the AD, you know, they're trying. Alec should know better too. Everybody should know better. And unfortunately, someone lost their life. That was a rising career and could have done a lot more projects. And the mother, all that is gone. And we will maybe suffer a lot more ramifications moving forward in Hollywood because of this. But I hope that this never happens again. And at the end of the day, I hope that everybody goes forward and says, hey, learn from this. Learn from it. And I hope that I freaking know, GR, I know. And I hope that Disney also learns to be very careful with their passwords because they got another leaker, everybody. And it happens too much for the House of Mouse. Huh? So we talk about the Disney leak moving forward. And our feature story of the night. I'm excited. We're going late. Sorry, guys. It's good. Let's talk about Disney very fast because Disney had another hack. 1 terabyte of their server has been hacked. That data is out there right now by this company. And there's games. Apparently it's about games, images, internal messaging, and pretty much they're saying everything. But a lot of it's their Slack feed. You know, Slack, a lot of companies use that for their actual internal messaging. All of that was hacked on top of this. And what's going to happen beyond that? Well, there might be a ransom. We don't know yet. But this Fire Team Elite is is a place that's saying, hey, we're able to get in here, take this over, and they gain access to 1.1 terabytes of the information. And I'm interested to see where this is all about. Now, the Slack could be news and rumors and everything else about Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, plans. I mean, of course, we don't have footage, but it could be in that text message, plot leaks and all that. And there's rumors they might actually put it out there and maybe try to ransom them for this footage or for this information. But again, they already have it. The hackers will probably just put it out there anyways. I would think so. Whole terabyte of data. But it's messages. Think about how messages like a terabyte is, you know? But I think that overall it could be something bad for their upcoming Marvel projects, any kind of planning, any kind of internal, like if you work for Marvel, you work for Disney, probably not good. There might be some personal information out there as well. Individuals, concept art, upcoming projects they haven't had a chance to, really not trying to get out there. They're trying to keep it secretive. But I'm interested to see what moves forward. And I wonder if it'll affect like movies like Marvel moving forward, if it'll affect anything else they're doing with Star Wars, because it could. Again, it's about the conversations they had, and Slack's supposed to be secure, supposed to be that platform where you're working in a business. You can hold your information tight and have it so you don't get it out there for the general public. And of course, Star Wars.
Slack so hard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That company's dead. Goodbye, Slack. Disney's
you think it's gonna fuck them up? You think that's gonna screw? I think it's gonna screw Slack over there, Rachel?
Slack? Oh, absolutely. Slack's fucked. Disney, though, I think this can only do things for them. Good things for them. I think this will raise hype around upcoming projects. I think the leaks, people will become more interested in what they're doing. Honestly, I don't see a downside for Disney on this. 90% of those messages are going to be like, hey, Jim, I'm getting coffee in the break room. You want anything? Like, Slack is boring.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
Most of it's not going to be anything. But Bobby Iger is going to sue the fuck off of Slack. So they're fucked. I think is the story here. Honestly, to the hackers, I'll release it. I would like to see what's coming up. I want to know what's going on with the theme parks. You got anything about the People Mover? Can you tell me anything about the People Mover?
Oh my god.
Let's go.
There might be some information that's just out there. People do share videos sometimes on Slack too, so maybe some kind of little videos, maybe set stuff or pictures from set. I know that happens too. I've worked for companies where, you'll be on set, production stills.
I genuinely think as a mega corporation, Disney might be a little bit smarter, because I know in companies that I've worked for, we've had some really big IT sort of rules, and certain things cannot be shared over certain platforms because of confidentiality. So I think anything major is going to have gone through emails and more secured channels.
Yeah. Which makes sense. So you hope that's what's going to be for Disney, because I mean, they don't seem like they're that worried right now. But I mean, honestly, a terabyte, it's a lot of information. You never know what's on there, but it's a lot of people probably just being like, "How's your day? We're going to have this meeting today. Oh, I don't want to do the Zoom today. Fuck." You know, it could be a lot of those things. You know, talking shit about your coworkers.
Be right back. Like,
Yeah, like I'm not gonna do this shit. GR, do you think this is gonna cause any problems for Disney at all? Like moving forward, think that it's just this text messages and that's pretty much it. You don't think there's any kind of confidential Wolverine nudes around there? Anything, huh?
Well, and if there is, I don't want to see them. Okay, that Wolverine popcorn thing was enough. But to be honest with you, excuse me, sorry, as Rachel just said, if you've got really a company like Disney or even the companies I've worked for, if you have information that you don't want public, you have a different level of security that you're not allowed to put that on.
Yeah, and Slack doesn't seem like the place for that, does it?
Disney hasn't got the secret information or the secret nudes. Any of that. It's not gonna
The
be
secret
public.
nudes.
someone's workplace affair might get exposed. That's probably the worst that's going to happen.
Ooh, that could totally happen. That could totally happen.
But-
I'll tell you too. GR, I tell you, I work for Disney too, and it's like they would set it through a different app.
It's not on a terabyte they've got.
There was an app they used, something else. There's a different app they used too to send like scripts and stuff like that. It wasn't Slack, you know. It was a more secure one with like, you know, 2-factor authorization, if not 3. Like you putting your freaking baby's middle name and
Slack. It was in Tide.
give away your blood sample, you know. Yeah. I just feel like the people like are getting worried about it a little bit. But I just don't like. I kind of like Rachel too. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal for them unless someone was put some stupid thing on Slack, or if there's something more beyond that. This Slack situation, we'll have to wait and find out. It's very new. This came out, and there's no demands yet from the people.
And Robert in legal are totally getting it on.
They're fucked.
That's what I heard from Slack.
They're fucked, and they're having a great time. And they're like, whatever. The mouse, it's gonna find out very soon.
Will they get kissed?
Lexi, what do you think about this? Is Disney gonna be okay? They gonna be okay?
They're fine.
You don't see any no big worries coming from this Slack attack?
No, I never worried about Disney though. Like, please.
How do you think Slack's gonna make it out?
Right?
I think Kevin Feige is upset about it. I think he's like maybe worried about he's sharing some nudes or something.
He doesn't. He needs to, have anything to worry about. So
No, I think he's gonna be fine.
yeah.
I honestly, unless something like big leaks, I don't see this being a problem. Unless there's something like crazy.
Was it the furries who did it?
Maybe it was the furries. The furries got
They've
in there.
been doing
and,
all the hacking recently. They've been doing all the big furry hacks have all been.
Is it actually furries that are doing?
Yeah,
like
it's not a joke.
There's
That's why I was
furry
asking.
hacking group that's like legitimately doing a lot of things.
They were the ones who
Oh.
did the 2025 hacks. The furry.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were joking about it.
No. It's been a big thing. So
And they did some stuff last year and the previous few years. They've been up to it for a while.
Furries are at it.
I thought it was all the Chinese doing it.
I think they're more
Chinese and the furries.
based targets, though.
I got their name on. No Bulge is the name of the hackers. No Bulge.
Oh, no.
That's
Bulge.
what's. Yeah, I've never heard of them before, but No Bulge. So
Yeah.
watch out for that No Bulge. They
It's
might get in
all-
your
it's
pants
all-
and
They can be related to the furries. You don't know. You don't know.
you just don't know. Yeah, Slack channels, messages. I mean, I don't really see
Not-
anything that's
not
going to be.
anonymous. It's no bulge.
There's nothing interesting happening in Slack. It's all people talking about lunch orders and like, it's all just stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally an
It's not what you
office
think.
space that is only like used in office spaces. So if you've never worked in an office space, you don't know what the fuck it is. But if you've worked in an office space, you know exactly what it is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I just learned recently what that
100%.
is.
It's so funny. It's just like, oh, I know exactly what that is because I worked in an office. And the people in the chat who are like, I don't know
worked in
what that
so many
is.
offices.
It's like,
I know.
so you've never worked in an office because you don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah, Slack is like a weird thing. It's like a messaging system. But I'm bet on it too for the company I've been working for too. It's interesting. It's cool. It's good. You know, it's like a text messaging form, but your coworkers are in it. You know, without being an actual text message.
I like
so
it better than Microsoft Teams.
Oh yeah,
for
it is better
that.
than teams. You're right. It's definitely better than teams.
It's
Teams
absolutely
can
better
suck
than
it.
Teams.
Teams can suck it
This is
right
a
now.
weird conversation.
Yeah,
I've
right.
worked in enough offices to have opinions about Slack versus Teams. That's how boring my career is.
Yeah, but like I don't even disagree with you. Like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Peppy, how do you feel about teams?
Slack is a little bit
Oh,
like
nice.
Discord.
Peppy doesn't like it either. Peppy was on a fucking Teams thing before. He was really pissed about it, right, Peps? He always pissed
Damn,
about shit.
skip it.
Yeah, Peppy hates that shit. But I just don't see this being a big deal. I know people are kind of going nuts on it a little bit, but I'm like, I saw it in the headlines, like, oh, hack, it's gonna be fucking crazy. But I think it'll be fine. I think Disney will be fine.
If I was the CEO of Slack, I would be shitting myself right now.
I don't worry about any major corporation being hit by something. I'm like a corporation that owns over 25% of all media in the world having a leak. I'm like, I don't care, and I'm not worried about it. What is this, like 1% of all of their media? Like, is this like not even a percentage of their media? Like, what's it going to do? How's it possibly going to hurt them? I'm like, they own everything. Who gives a shit?
Disney owns everything. You're right. Well, Sony's hack was really bad though, and Sony got hacked.
Also,
it was really bad. Scripts.
What is it a leak of? More Star Wars or more Marvel or more of their remakes of their same shit that they've been remaking? Like, it's not going to be a leak of anything nobody's ever seen before. Oh my god, a new product?
I'm a little bit thinking about my own companies. I don't own the company. The company I work for has very their privacy practices are really strict. After 1 week, all of our Teams messages are deleted on a rolling basis.
No
So, like,
star.
I'm really surprised Disney doesn't have something like that.
Well, they probably
It's really
do.
fucking annoying. But I'm
To an
surprised that they
extent.
don't have it.
They might now. Mickey Mouse is not happy, I don't think, regardless. I think Mickey Mouse is pissed. Getting that DeLorean and him and Bob Iger go slap some people upside the face, I think. And you know, honestly, they might go after Slack, they might have to go a lot of people, but we'll have to find this No Bulge does. If they have anything really good to put out there. Maybe some terms of more. Maybe there's something more we don't even know about they have. But as of now, it doesn't sound like it's anything too crazy, and Disney will probably be fine at the end of the day. We'll have to wait and see, though, because the mouse has been attacked, everybody. He's already been attacked with the horror movie franchise to be horrible coming forward. Now he's being attacked at home with his private messages. So watch out. Disney mouse dick pics are coming.
Mickey was texting Minnie.
Yep.
Mickey and
Oh,
Minnie
Minnie.
News. That's what
That's not gonna be good,
it
Minnie.
is.
He's not good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You know what?
But yeah.
Mickey and Minnie are not the interesting ones. It's Donald and Daisy you want to pay attention to.
Oh yeah, they quack all day, quack all night, quack up and down.
They're gonna get
Quack to the right. But the hack is out there. If more information comes, we'll let you know. But I'm interested to see if there's anything more than Slack attack happening. But that's probably it. And Disney will be okay. But Rachel's probably right. They will be suing the fuck out of somebody very soon because they don't mess around with hackers. They do not mess with hackers.
Especially furry hackers.
Especially the furry ones. Mickey knows well enough. Anyways, everybody, thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Happy Monday. What a
Disney
gangster
knows
Monday.
Furries. It's one thing
They
they
do.
know. It's furries. Disney. They helped make a
Manic
whole
Monday.
generation of them. They should know them.
Just another Manic Monday, everybody. Just another Manic Monday. Used to be a Sunday. Or should be a Sunday. I don't know. But thank you all for being here on Kruse Control as always. Kruse Control as always. Going on the table. Thank you all for being here. Mr. GR Waters, the Thirsty Daddy himself. Thank you, GR, for popping in tonight and being a part of Kruse Control. It's been a great time. And I hope you have a great rest of your week, GR. Kick some ass. Take some names.
Until Friday, and then we'll have some more drinks.
Get
It
that
was a
cooler
pleasure
ready
being
for
here with
Friday.
You and the ladies and
dehydrated
all
data
aboard.
is ready for Friday.
Hydrating Daddy.
oh yeah, I'll be ready for Friday.
He's amping
I
up.
gotta get rehydrated.
Getting going. Thanks, Doc Savage. Good to see you, man, as always. Appreciate you being out here on Kruse Control. Miss Lexi Koval, thank you for being on Kruse Control as always. Thank you for being here as always, helping out, being part of the show, being here, bringing some great takes. And love you. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great time and you're enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you so much. So it was a pleasure. I do my best.
Thank you so much. It'd be fucking great.
I do my work.
And Miss Rachel, bringing in the best. And the best, not the worst. The Queen of Monday. Thank you, Rachel, for being here as always. Hope you had a great time. Thank you for the help, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week as well.
I'm happy to be here. Gonna be here next Monday. Happy to see everyone then. I need to get a Kruse Control tiara.
That'd be great. We should make those. Well, Peppy on there. I gotta make some Peppy merchandise. That'd be great. Peppy wants that, and he can be like a pep star. Yeah, right. Peppy is yeah, he's a little mad. He gets a little mad sometimes. I don't know. Maybe Peppy doing hot takes. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right, Peppy?
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Peppy.
I know bonjour, but I don't know a whole lot of other stuff.
All right, man. Anyways, thank you all for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. Keep spreading that love. Keep spreading that word. Numbers are going up every day, and now we've gone up like 20 subscribers the past, day, like 24 hours, something like that. It's crazy. The numbers keep going up because of you and the chinchillas and everybody else out there. So please spread the word. Tell the family, the friends, the uncles, the aunts, the grandmas, the grandpas, the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmas and grandparents that came down from every multiversal universe out there, and universe and Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter and every fucking out there universe, because it's great. Galaxies, planets, oh my, they came down the land, smack down your backyard. They made friends with chinchillas, and they became a whole family of friends, and they had more family and friends come over. They made barbecuing, and they had hot dogs and burgers, and they got the kangaroos involved, and all the fucking woodland creatures came over, the woodlands, the bears, the beavers, the chairs, oh my, all of the whale men. They all had a great time. It was a big orgy. It was crazy shit. It was the 4th of July. And they had a great time though, because they subscribed. You can subscribe. We can all subscribe. We all come together and become one family. We keep doing it. It's be fucking great. That's Kruse Control. I don't fucking say anymore. I don't have to say anymore. But we love you. Have a great Monday. Enjoy your week. We'll see you back on Hump Day. And until Wednesday, everybody, take care. Enjoy your couple days off till then. And thank you for being here. But until Hump Day, see ya.
Control show. Control show. Cruise control show.
I'm fly. You?
Control show.
Nice and dandy like cotton candy. Ha ha.